Now this is cool.
Another Proven Winners program that they're very proud of is their efforts on sustainability. And Marshall Dirks of Proven Winners is going to tell me a little bit about some of the updates and things that they've been working on with regard to sustainability.
Thanks, Jen. Yeah, sustainability is a huge issue across every category, including gardening. And so we're really proud about some of the efforts that we're making. And if you think about 10, 15 years ago, we all carried around plastic bottles. And now we carry around, aluminum bottles and water bottles.
Is this your water bottle?
Yes, this is
okay.
my water bottle from my daughter's tour. And so now we are more accustomed to that. And so the same evolution is happening with single-use plastics. Mm-hmm. Do we think there's going to be more or less single-use plastics? Eventually they're going to be gone, right? And so we're trying to do that. So when we think about single-use plastics in our industry, this is our standard container.
This is what you started with.
This is what we started with, and this is a container, virgin plastic on the tag and so forth. And so that's, what we started with. We've evolved to a 100% recycled
and it
container.
Says it on the tag and on the pot.
Yep, and
right?
This is something that we're experimenting with our finished sales right now, as well as a 100% recycled tag. So there's post-consumer plastic in there. Which then led us to a fully sustainable plant-based package that you could compost, industrial compost, plant it as well.
And then you did introduce that a couple of years ago, right?
Yep, a couple of years ago, I think we've eliminated like 1.2 million pounds of plastic out of the supply of digging for oil to produce containers. And what you are actually holding is our next iteration. Our first iteration of this has got pull tabs, and mainly we wanted to do that to make sure that the consumer knew that this was different than plastic, that they could actually plant it, pull those tabs off. It has nutrients in there that helps it break down. But what we heard repeatedly was, there are parts of my container still left in the ground. They wanted it to expire immediately in one growing season, and we knew that wasn't realistic. So our next version is a container that won't have tabs on it. This is just a formula of it that has no nutrients in here at all. So now it's just throw it away.
Oh, okay.
So you don't plant it. We're going to be focusing on the zero plastic side of life. And hopefully consumers, if they want to plant it, they can. It's going to take longer, but just pitch it. And so no more single-use plastics. And the tag is also 100% plant-based.
Okay.
So
and where does the QR code go?
The QR code shows them how they could plant it or recycle
Okay.
it, and how to actually use it as needed.
Okay, great. But wait, there's more. Marshall, we forgot one thing.
We did
Yeah.
indeed, and we did discuss these last year. However, they aren't even in country yet. They are arriving very, very soon.
So these are prototypes that we're looking at right now?
Correct. These
Okay.
are 3D printed, the large one and the small one that I have here.
And these are your new aqua pots?
Aquapod insert. So one of the things that we recognize is there's probably 120 million containers out there that customers already have. They love their containers, and they don't want to get rid of them. But they're tired of filling them with packing peanuts and all sorts
Or
of crap.
rocks, the worst.
Yep, and so instead of doing that, we replaced it with a water reservoir. And so we started with our original size, and the number one question from...
So which one's the original size?
This one right here.
Okay, got it.
Yep, the number one question from retailers and consumers is, do you have other sizes? We're like, well, let us sell this one first, see what the interest is, how we can improve it. And so one of the improvements that we made is we added our longer feet. So as the water drains out these sides, some stuff was still being stuck, or a lot of people would still put it on top of bags, and then stuff still doesn't drain out. And so we extended the feet on that. And then we also added another section so they can have a taller
So
container.
then now you have 3 sizes.
3 sizes.
Okay.
And then the last improvement that we made on this was the consumer said, I'm trying to conserve water. And when we told them that they know when it's full, when water runs out the bottom of the container, they're like, I don't want that solution. I want to stop before the water runs out of the bottom. So we came up with a handy-dandy little pool noodle.
I was going to say it's like for a little mouse or something.
You drop it in there, and then when there's water in there, when there's water in there, it floats to the top.
So I guess there's no water in there.
There's no water in there.
Okay, got it. So if there's water in there, it'll float depending on how much is in there.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep. So again, trying to use resources more efficiently.
And listening to your consumer customers.
Absolutely. They came up with the idea. we just put it to use.